Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic. Which country is best prepared to survive a zombie apocalypse? Now this isn't about Hollywood endings or superhero fantasies. This is about raw survival instincts, grit, and understanding the elements that could mean life or death when the world goes sideways. We'll be looking at several key factors to determine the readiness of different countries. Think of it like a survival checklist. Military strength, access to resources, even something as simple as the average temperature. We're talking about the real deal, the kind of stuff that separates the survivors from, well, you know. So buckle up, get ready to explore the world through a whole new lens, and let's see which nation has what it takes to outlast a zombie horde. Alright, let's talk numbers. When a horde of flesh-eating monsters is at your doorstep, you want a fighting chance. You need to be prepared for the worst-case scenario. That's where a strong military comes in. It's not just about having a large number of troops, but about the quality and readiness of those troops. We're not just talking about fancy weapons and tanks, although those help. Advanced technology and firepower can make a significant difference in a battle. We're talking about trained personnel, disciplined individuals who can follow orders and maintain order in chaos. These soldiers are the backbone of any effective military force. Think of it like this: you're facing a raging river. It's a daunting challenge that requires skill and teamwork to overcome. You wouldn't want to cross it without knowing how to swim, right? Similarly, you wouldn't want to face a zombie apocalypse without a well-prepared military. A well-trained military is like having a whole team of expert swimmers guiding you through that raging river of the undead. They know the terrain, the tactics, and the strategies needed to survive. Countries with a higher number of armed forces per person have a definite advantage. It's a numbers game, but also a game of skill and preparedness. It's like having more eyes on the ground, more hands to build defenses, more strategic minds to plan counteroffensives. Every soldier plays a crucial role in the bigger picture. Now, I've had my share of encounters with danger, and I can tell you numbers matter, but so does experience and training. The more trained individuals you have, the better your chances of holding a line, of pushing back the threat. It's about creating a united front. We'll be exploring nations like North Korea, with its massive military force, and Israel, known for its highly trained and combat-ready soldiers. Each has its own strengths and strategies. These countries understand the importance of a strong defense, and in a zombie apocalypse, that kind of preparedness could be the difference between survival and becoming zombie chow. Their training and readiness are key. Remember, this isn't just about brute force. It's about having a well-thought-out plan and the ability to execute it under pressure. It's about strategy, discipline, and the ability to adapt to unpredictable situations. Flexibility and quick thinking are essential. We'll delve into the training, the equipment, and the overall readiness of different militaries to see who comes out on top in a zombie showdown. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets behind military might. Now let's talk about another crucial factor: civilian firearms. In a world where the unexpected can happen at any moment, being prepared is key. In a world overrun by zombies, sometimes you've got to take matters into your own hands. The ability to defend yourself can make the difference between life and death, and having the means to defend yourself and your loved ones becomes paramount. It's not just about having weapons, it's about being ready to use them when necessary. Think of it like this: you're deep in the wilderness, and a predator is circling. The feeling of security that comes with being armed is invaluable. You'd feel a lot safer with a sturdy knife or a reliable firearm, wouldn't you? It's about having the right tools at the right time. It's about having the tools to survive when the unexpected hits. Being prepared means having the right equipment and knowing how to use it. Countries with a high number of civilian firearms per person give their citizens a fighting chance. This can be a crucial factor in survival scenarios. It's about empowering individuals to protect themselves, their families, and their communities when the cavalry isn't coming. In times of crisis, self-reliance is essential. We'll be looking at nations like the United States, with its deeply ingrained gun culture, and Switzerland, known for its tradition of armed neutrality. These countries offer valuable lessons in civilian preparedness. These countries understand that self-reliance can be a lifesaver in times of crisis. Preparedness and training go hand in hand, but it's not just about having a gun. It's about knowing how to use it safely and effectively. Proper training is crucial. We'll explore the level of firearm training and responsible gun ownership in different societies. Responsible ownership can make all the difference. Because in a zombie apocalypse, a misplaced shot can be just as dangerous as a bite from the undead. Precision and caution are key. Remember, this isn't about glorifying violence. It's about understanding the importance of being prepared and responsible. It's about understanding the realities of a world gone mad and recognizing that sometimes survival means being prepared to defend yourself. Preparedness is a mindset. We'll examine the pros and cons of civilian firearm ownership in the context of a zombie outbreak and see how it stacks up against other survival factors. The debate is complex but crucial for understanding survival dynamics. In a zombie apocalypse, sometimes it's not about fighting, it's about avoiding the fight altogether. And that's where population density comes into play. The fewer people packed into a small area, the fewer potential zombies you have to worry about. Think of it like this. You wouldn't want to set up camp in the middle of a busy highway, would you? You'd be much safer finding a secluded spot off the beaten path. Countries with low population densities have a distinct advantage when it comes to evading massive hordes. It's about having space to breathe, to maneuver, to disappear into the vastness. We'll be exploring sprawling nations like Mongolia with its vast steppes and nomadic culture, and Canada, known for its wide open spaces and sparsely populated regions. These countries offer a degree of natural isolation that could be invaluable in a zombie outbreak. But it's not just about empty space, it's about the resources available within that space. We'll examine the self-sufficiency of these low-density populations, their access to food, water, and shelter. Because surviving a zombie apocalypse isn't just about outrunning the undead, it's about outlasting the collapse of civilization. Remember, in a world overrun by zombies, sometimes the best strategy is to simply disappear. We'll delve into the challenges and opportunities presented by low population density and see how it could tip the scales in favor of survival. Now let's talk about the terrain, the lay of the land, because when the world's gone mad, Mother Nature can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Countries with advantageous geography have a built-in defense system against the undead hordes. Think of it like this. You're building a shelter. You'd want to choose a spot with natural barriers, right? A steep cliff, a dense forest, something to slow down anything trying to get to you. Island nations like Iceland, surrounded by icy waters, or mountainous regions like Nepal, with its towering peaks and treacherous passes, offer natural barriers against the spread of a zombie outbreak. These geographical features act like natural fortresses, making it difficult for the undead to gain a foothold. But it's not just about keeping the zombies out, it's about utilizing the environment to your advantage. We'll explore how different countries could leverage their unique geographical features for defense, resource gathering, and even counterattacks. Imagine using mountain passes as choke points, funneling zombies into kill zones, or utilizing rivers and waterways as natural transportation routes while avoiding land-based hordes. The possibilities are as diverse as the planet itself. Remember, in a zombie apocalypse, knowing the land is as important as knowing your enemy. We'll delve into the geographical strengths and weaknesses of different nations and see how they could impact survival in a world overrun by the undead. Now let's talk about a factor you might not expect: temperature. The climate of a country could play a significant role in the spread and behavior of a zombie virus. And that, my friends, could be a game changer in ways you might not have considered. Think of it like this. You leave food out in the sun, it spoils faster, right? The same principle can apply to viruses. Well, extreme temperatures, both hot and cold, can have a similar effect on viruses, including the zombie virus. They can slow down decomposition, making zombies less active, or even render the virus inert altogether, halting its spread. Countries with extreme climates, like the scorching deserts of Australia or the freezing tundras of Russia, might have an unexpected advantage in this scenario. The harsh conditions could act as a natural deterrent to the spread of the zombie virus, making these regions less hospitable to the undead and potentially safer for survivors. But it's not just about surviving the zombies, it's about surviving the elements themselves, which can be just as deadly. We'll explore how different populations are equipped to handle extreme weather conditions, from heat waves and droughts to blizzards and sub-zero temperatures, and how these skills could be crucial in a zombie apocalypse. Imagine a world where the threat isn't just flesh-eating monsters but also the unforgiving power of nature, creating a dual challenge for humanity. We'll delve into the challenges and opportunities presented by different climates and see how they could tip the scales in the fight for survival against the undead. Remember, in a zombie apocalypse, every advantage counts, and understanding the role of temperature could be a game changer. And sometimes the most unexpected factors, like the temperature, could hold the key to outlasting the undead and rebuilding a world from the ashes, giving humanity a fighting chance. So there you have it. These are the top factors that determine a country's readiness for a zombie apocalypse. We've covered everything from military might and civilian firepower to population density, geography, and even the chilling truth about temperature and its effects. Which country do you think would survive the longest in such a scenario? Let us know in the comments below. Share your thoughts, your strategies, and which nation you'd pick to weather the storm of the undead. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content. We'll keep exploring the world through the lens of survival, uncovering the skills and knowledge you need to thrive in any situation. Stay curious, stay prepared, and remember, in a world gone mad, it's the adaptable who inherit the earth and thrive.